meetings.
How much do you think the last year, or what's been going on in the last year, is due to you just not being around?
Well, funnily,
crudely negligence, or is that unfair?
Absentee landlord. In fact, the irony is that I have been around the last year, but I've been in my room, working. Mostly on commercials, isn't it? No, you weren't there. I wasn't watching all the production elements at all. I was hoping everything would fix itself. I mean, Russell, for who's in the next, our best animator's in the next room from me, and he burst in one day and he said, "God damn it," he said. I mean, he's probably British, but it's northern, actually, I can't do it. But he said, we want our editing back. We want our camera back. I can't work under these conditions. And I realized that those good people are in my place, and they trust me only because they know that the money isn't going on my yacht, which I don't have and never will, or, the profits go back into the work. So they trust me. Mm. They were getting very cheesed off with me because Dick wasn't watching. But Dick finally got up and opened his eyes again, and that's why I got rusty. At least it's working now.
I take him by the scruff of his neck and say, "Listen, you don't want to hear this, but there's a problem on this job, there's a problem on that job. You don't need to get involved."
Does he respond?
Yes.
This is really where you mastered the 2.5 dimensions. Perspective, don't you think?
But always, whenever there is a spare moment, it's back to the thief.
Taking individual bits and having their own, not exactly point of perspective, but their parallel point of perspective, which is what the Persians seem to do.
The last 3 years, we've been trembling on the verge of getting full finance. We've had some finance. And we didn't, until 6 months ago, we didn't do a proper budget. And then we got a very good accountant in. And we finally produced the budget, which is £10 million, or $20 million, which isn't ridiculously enormous for a movie, but for original material and an animated film, it's a big risk. It means the thing has to gross $60 million it has to be a hit. But it would take 2 years, wouldn't it? I wonder if it would be suicide to start it before we got the money. Just to start it. I can't wait to finish it. I wish it was finished now. But it's not a lot of my friends are saying, "Oh, he'll never finish that thing. He just uses it to keep him sane while he does advertising." And I say, well, okay, if you're so smart, you put, $3 million we put into The Thief? That's a hell of a hobby.